Hello, good morning. Uh, I'm here to do a little presentation on Forex, the beginning of Forex or the fundamentals of Forex trading. I call it Forex 101. Forex 101. Now, let's start by prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you, we give you glory, we give you honor, we give you adoration, O Lord, for everything. We thank you for the privilege, your blessings that you continue to grant unto us. It is not a right, it's a privilege that you've granted me this capacity for to be able to share the knowledge I also have to other colleagues to also benefit from it. We are starting. Amen. We are talking about forex trading. Forex trading. Now, so let me start by asking a simple question. That when we say forex trading, what does it mean, or what do you understand by the meaning forex trading? Now, when we say forex trading, forex trading is simply exchange of currencies. All right, exchange of foreign currencies. What do I mean by exchange of foreign currencies? This is what I mean by exchange of foreign currencies. If you come from the United States of America to Ghana, where I live, probably when you were staying in the United States of America, you were using dollars, and in Ghana, we use cities, Ghana cities. So when you come from America to Ghana, you need to convert or exchange your money into our local currency, that's Ghanaian cedi, before you will be able to fit into our economy. Since you cannot use dollars into our economy, so the exchange of the currency from the dollars to the Ghana cedi is a means of what foreign exchange. Now, forex is usually denoted as FX. FX. Forex is usually denoted as FX. As you can see uh, here, it's denoted as FX. So when we say FX, it means the F stands for forex. This F stands for forex, and then the X stand for this X stand for the exchange. So the F is foreign exchange. Foreign exchange. That's the meaning of forex trading. So let's continue. Now, the second question that I want to ask is uh, what is being traded in forex? Okay, what is being traded in forex? That's the second question I would like to ask you. That what is being traded in forex? Oh, I don't know why this thing is not coming. Forgive me at the moment, my machine is frozen. So the what is being traded in forex is simply money. Money is what we trade in forex. Now, because we are not actually buying or selling anything, alright, physically or tangible, it will be very difficult for you to understand the concept of forex trading, because you are not buying anything like a house, a car, or something. So what basically it means that you are exchanging currencies. So as I explained earlier, you if you're having dollars and you want the Ghana cedi, you have to sell your dollars in order to be able to buy the Ghanaian cedi. Okay, so there's no way you can be able to buy the Ghanaian cedi without having an equivalent currency in the United States dollars. Okay, so in forex trading, you are doing two things at the same time. You are buying one currency and being able to sell the other. Now, in forex trading, when I buy the United States dollar, what it means is that I've bought part of the shares. Okay, what it means that I've bought part of the shares in the United States. So when I say shares, I don't mean a company share. What I'm referring to is that I've bought uh, the economy, part of the economy of the United States. Okay, so it's a share in that country that I'll be able to what, to buy. Then, if for example I buy the Japanese yen, okay, when I buy the Japanese yen, what it means is that I've been able to buy portion of the Japanese economy, okay, which I mean that the Japanese economy will be doing well over a period of time, and then I'll be able to get value for money on what I've been able to buy over that period of time. So when I talk about exchange, okay, so for example, when I say buy, let me put in, so I'm buying, so let me say buy, let me increase the font size a little. So I say buy euro USD, okay, buy euro USD. What I mean is that you need to, you are buying the euro, this one, okay. What I mean is you are buying the euro, okay, in order to sell the, in order to sell the other currency, okay. We are buying the euro and selling the United States dollar, okay. So that's what we mean about buying and selling a currency. So in forex trading, you actually be buying one currency and be selling the other at the same time. So it's not it is an exchange, it's an exchange. You are exchanging the dollars and then the euro, okay. In foreign exchange market is important because why is FX important? The foreign exchange market is important because one, it facilitates the conversion of countries' currencies into another. So if you have one country's currency and you want to change to the other, you require the forex market to be able to do that. So by what? Through buying and selling of what? Currencies. It allows global firms to move in and out of currencies as needed. So if a company like Toyota want to order parts from other part of the world, they have to, you see, Toyota is in Japan, their main plant is in Japan, and then maybe they want to order an engine part from GM, which is in US. Toyota have to convert their earnings from yen into dollars and then transfer that money via banks before they can be able to get their part back, okay. So that is how important forex trading can be. Now, forex trading also helps to know the codes and then the sets of exchange rates for our local currencies that we use. So it also offers contracts to manage foreign exchange exposure like hedge funds, so that companies can be able to manage their exposure. So forex trading allows us to manage hedge funds and other capital exchange. Now, buying of currencies or selling of currencies cannot be done with a loan currency, like only one currency, but it is being always being paired. But for this matter, then you have to know how the currencies are being denoted and how best you can be able to understand the denotion. Now, if you see USD, in the forex market, the first two letters, the U stand for the United States, and then the S stand for the states, okay. United States dollar. So you can see United States dollar. Now its nickname is called a buck, okay. Then we have the euro. Euro is the currency used by the Europeans. The eurozone members, they are those who use this currency, and the nickname is called fiber. Then we have the JPY. The JPY means Japanese yen. Japanese yen. Okay, so Japan yen. Then the nickname is yen. Then we have the GBP. That's the Great British Pound. The Great British Pound, also known as the cable. Then we have the CHF, which is Switzerland franc. Switzerland franc, also known as the Swizzy. We have the card. The card. The CAD is the Canadian dollar, also known as the loonie. Then the odd. The odd is the Australian dollar, also known as the Aussie. We have the NZD, that's the New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar, also known as the Kiwi. So this is the denotions of the currencies. Now the dollar is also have other nicknames like the greenback, the bones, the benjamites, the benjis, the kanda, the paper, the loot, the silla, the cheese, the bread, the mola, the dead president, and then the cash money. Okay, now every currency that you're exchanging and that exchange is attached to the dollar, most of the time they are being referred as the major currencies, and those that are not attached to the dollar are under the minor or the cross pairs. So we'll be dealing more in that as we continue with this video. Now let's go to the hierarchy of the pairs. Okay, and in terms of liquidity, the euro has high liquidity, followed by the British pound, Australian dollar, and then the least liquefied currency is the Japanese yen. Now the Japanese yen is less liquidity because it serves as a safe haven for most traders. Okay, it serves as most safe haven for most traders. So if maybe the high currencies or there's uncertainty in the high currencies, people want to put their money within the Japanese yen and then the Swiss franc and the dollar. Okay, so let me say that in forex trading also, as I was saying earlier, it is being done in quotes. Okay, and the quote is always two quotes. You have one currency, you want to change to the other, so you can see that we have here, example, euro is here. Okay, we have euro here, and then we have the United States dollar, which means that I have euro in my hands and I want to exchange in the United States dollar. So when I say buy, okay, when I say buy euro, okay, when I say buy euro, I mean that we are buying euro, and then when I say sell, it means that I'm selling the, okay, so when I'm buying the euro, I'm at the same time selling the United States dollar at the same time. Okay, so I'm actually doing one thing at the same time. So when I buy euro, I'm selling the United States dollar, and then when I buy pound, I'm selling the USD at the same time. So that's how it works. When I buy or when I sell the odd, I'm buying what? The card. Okay, that's how it works in when it comes to forex trading. Okay, all right, now let's continue. So currency, these are the major pairs that I was talking about earlier. So we have the euro USD. The euro stands for the eurozone and the United States dollar. The FS call it euro dollar. Okay, so buy euro and sell dollar, or sell euro and buy dollar. Then we have the, so these are the pairs. We have the euro USD, USD JPY, GBP USD, USD CHF. We have the USD card, odd USD, New Zealand dollar USD, and the like. So it's always traded in pairs. Okay, you have one currency in which you want to exchange into another currency. Okay, so the major cross pairs, currencies pairs that don't contain the US dollar, are known as cross currency pairs. Okay, as I said earlier, when your exchange is attached to the United States dollar, we call it the major cross pair or the major pair, which means that the United States is the king. Okay, the USD is the king of all the currencies. So anything attached to it becomes what? A major. Okay, so currencies pair that don't contain the United States dollar are known as cross currency pairs, or simply the crosses. Major crosses are also known as the minors. The most actively traded crosses are derived from the three major non-USD currencies: the euro, the Japanese yen, and then the pound. These are the major three cross currencies that are not attached to the US dollar. They are highly traded currencies. Alright, let's continue. So we also have the exotic pairs. Now the exotic pairs are the currencies that are coming from the emerging economies like Brazil, Mexico, and Hungary. and then India, the Indian, South Africa, and the rest. They are the exotic pairs. They are now emerging economy that is growing at a very faster rate. Okay, so the chart below contains a few examples of exotic pairs. Depending on the forex broker, you can see the following exotic pairs. So it is good to know what they are. Keep in mind that the pairs aren't as heavily traded as the major cross pairs. So the transaction costs associated with trading these pairs are usually bigger. What do I mean by this? What I mean is that when you are trading exotic pairs, most of the times, because it's not heavily traded, brokers charge high spreads on these pairs, okay, than the major cross pairs. Okay, so those are the things that you have to know them. We call them exotic pair. They are emerging economies that are now coming into the market. So we have the United States, the Hong Kong dollar. We have the United States and then the Singapore, the United States dollar versus the South Africa rand. Next for the by Thailand, then the Mexico peso, then USD against the Denmark, the United States with the Sweden, and then United States with Norway. All these are exotic pair which can also still be traded in the market. But as I was saying earlier, in these currencies or these pairs, the spreads are highly wide. Okay, the spreads are highly wide, and then you have to know what you are dealing with before you enter into the market. Alright, what are some advantages that can be derived from trading forex? Okay, now some advantages that can be derived from trading forex is that there's no commission charges. Alright, there's no commission charges based on the broker. Okay, the only thing that you need to trade forex is only MT4 platform. Okay, so there's no commission charges, but what is being charged is a spread. Okay, now what is a spread? The spread is defined as the difference in the bid price and then the ask price. So the difference of prices between, if the assuming I want to change a currency. Okay, I'm changing a currency, maybe US dollar. So the selling price is 2.1546, and then the buying price okay, is 2.1463. Okay, now the difference between the selling price and then the ask price is what we term as the spread. So when you subtract this from this, what you get actually is what we know as the uh, the spread. Okay, so the spread is actually the difference between the bid price and then the ask price. Okay, the selling price and then the buying price, and that is what the brokers charge for that transaction. And you have to bear in mind that the spread is charged before even the trade is executed, so you always enter into a trade in negative. Okay, so you should be able to avoid trading during high impact news, because during the release of high impact news, the spread is widened high. So you have to know how to trade during those times so that you can be able to mitigate the spread charges on your trades. Now in forex trading also, there is no middleman. Okay, it is you and your computer, your strategy and your tactics. So you don't have to pass through middlemen before you can be able to get access to the market. There's no fixed lot size or volumes. You can be able to increase your lot size based on your equity or your balance in your account. And also it's one of the market that have what very low transaction costs. Okay, the market also is open 24 hours per day. Then there's no one can corner the market. Yes, people believe that the market makers can be able to actually play some cunning move on the market. Yes, it's possible. Okay, because they see what happens in the market more than we see. And who said the market maker doesn't cheat us or steal our monies? They do steal our monies, but they cannot corner the market. All right. When I say corner the market, there's no way they can do inside trading. All right. It is very difficult. Then you have a very high leverage. Okay, in forex trading you have a very high leverage. Some brokers offer leverage as high as 1 is to 10,000, 1 is to 500, 1 is to 1,000, 1 is to 200. Now the leverage is it helps you to be able to lift a very large amount of contracts. Okay, so if you have small money and you want to lift, for example, I have $10 in my account, but the contract I want to lift is maybe 100,000 contract. It means that I have to get a leverage that can be able to aid me in order to lift that contract. Okay, so the broker will, I call it a borrow you some amount of money so that you can be able to lift that contract up. Okay, then when the result is successful, you share the profit. When it's negative, as a trader, you bear it alone. All right, then this market has a high liquidify market. It's a high liquidity market. Okay, it moves very very fast, and then that's why traders have to be very very smart when they are dealing with the markets and how best they can beat it. Now there's low barrier to entry. Okay, all that you need is three things. You need your a very good sound mind. Okay, you have to psychologically sound. You need a very good amount of equity or money. Then you need a method which can be a strategy or tactics on how best you can be able to capitalize and then take advantage of the market moves. Then in forex trading there is free learning stuff everywhere. Okay, there's free learning stuff everywhere, including this video. They are all free. If you go to YouTube, you get a lot of free videos, so it is not something that is so difficult. Okay, and this market is such a way that it moves about $4 trillion every day. Okay, so if you're able to learn the way of the movement, you can be able to enjoy the benefit of these moves as well. Okay, so that's the advantage of forex trading that I can say. Now everything that have advantage definitely have a disadvantage. Now what are some of the disadvantages that you can see in forex? The learning curve is very long. Okay, the learning curve is very long, and there's so much noise. Everybody in the market is thinking they know and they know best. Everybody is giving calls here, calls there, system here, system there, robot here, robot there. So if you are not grounded into your own ideas or your own plan, you can easily be swayed off, okay, by this level of high noise in the market. Okay, because everybody are speculating about what they think the market will be doing in the next 30 minutes or the next 20 minutes, and most of them doesn't work. Okay, people are charging high and exorbitant prices for robots and other things. Most of them doesn't work. Okay, so in forex trading it is very good for you to be able to mitigate the noise. Okay, know where you get your information, and then when you are learning, try as much as possible to get a mentor who can be able to guide you in the journey of forex, because when you are learning on your own, the learning curve is very wide. Okay, the learning curve is very wide, and then in forex trade you are not guaranteed profit. Okay, the market does not guarantee you profit or anything that has been tested, or a profit that somebody showed you doesn't mean that when you use the same system you are going to get profits at the end of the day. No, it doesn't work that way. The market is very dynamic, things changes, a lot of things that in the market change for a period of time, and that's the main reason why you have to have your own system, your own plan, and your own strategies. So these are some of the disadvantages that I can be able to tell you about forex trading. Okay, so how to trade the forex market? The tools that you need, the things that you need. So you need a high speed computer set. I'm not, when I say high speed, I'm not saying supercomputers. No, your laptop can be able to do. Okay, your desktop, your old desktop can be able to do, but at least Pentium 4 and above, with a very good size hard drive, very good size memory, and other things, or maybe Core i3, Core i5 better. Okay, so when your computer is very high speed computer, it prevents you from the breaks in the market. Okay, you also need a fast internet connection, a very fast and good internet connection. Okay, not a connection that will keep breaking. because of the high liquidity in the market. It moves very fast. Okay, you also need a very good money to trade. Most things that affect traders of late is what I call undercap. Okay, undercap. Now undercap means undercapitalization. When you say undercapitalization, if your money is not big or very sizable enough, at times it's very difficult for you to be able to make a sizable income, and it can be able to stimulate your emotions in order to take wrong decisions. What do I mean by that? Now if somebody invested $10 in forex trading, maybe $10 is too small, let me say $100 in forex trading, and it's making 10% every week. All right, 10% of $100 every week is a very good profit, but just 10% of $100 is just $10. Okay, and it can be frustrating that you're only getting $10 after hard work. Somebody that has invested $1,000, 10% is $100, which is a very reasonable amount of money. So the higher your capitalize, or the very well you are capitalized the market, depends on your actual output. Now you also have to be able to select a very good brokers. Okay, you have to select a very good brokers so that you can be able to get more. Some brokers are scam. Okay, so I'll show you the broker that you have to choose in order to prevent you from being trade against or being capitalized on. Okay, then you have to learn the knowledge. You see, knowledge is key. Bible says that for lack of knowledge my people perish. So when you fail to read wide and to learn the art of forex trading the market, forget it. Forex trading is about continuous improvement. You have to learn and read and read and read wide of everything. You should lay your hands on. You have to read. You have to watch all the videos. Okay, ability to attend seminars and upgrade yourself. It's all about knowledge. Make friends who are forex traders, and be able to increase your knowledge richly. Okay. All right. So there are two main type of brokers in the forex market. Okay, we have the dealing desk and then the non-dealing desk. Okay, the dealing desk and then the non-dealing desk. So under the dealing desk, we have the market maker. Now, when I talk about market maker, this is how they behave. The market maker is also a trader like you. So the disadvantage that you can get from the market maker is that they can trade against you as well. Okay, so I'm not asking you that when you're looking for a broker you should go to a dealing desk. Okay, don't go to a dealing desk, but rather find a broker who is having what non-dealing desk. Okay, what they do, the STP and then ECN. So these two people, these non-dealing desks, for them they are just a brokerage firm between your bank and then the market. They are not they will not trade against you as the market maker will have done. Okay, now things to consider before choosing your broker. The security of your funds is very very important. How secure are your funds? Okay, the transaction cost, that is spread. Okay, how to deposit and then how to withdraw money. Okay, the trading platforms that a broker offers, and then as well as the executions. Okay, then the customer service of your brokers. Okay, how is their customer service like? If you send them a message, how long does it take them to reply? If you send them a message and they don't even reply, okay, instantly, it means that they are very busy to do business. So please look for a different broker pronto. So this is a trading platform MT4. You can see this system is what I use over a period of time. I've used this system over a period of time. It's been very very successful, and you can see this is where we trade forex. It's called the MT4, which I'll be diving deep into it. I'm showing you every bit of how this MT4 actually works. So this is a platform. This is where the actual transaction occurs. All right, this is where everything occurs. This is where the show is. This is a battlefield for you. Then you can see you can shape it anyhow, like this, very beautifully and nice. And then so what are technical analysis that as a trader you have to know? There are three main type of analysis, okay, that you have to know, but I have added the most important thing also called the PE, the price action, which is which came in to augment, to make it better for your analysis. Now, the first analysis is the fundamentals. I'll be diving deep into this. Okay, the fundamentals. It deals with news and events about the market. Then you also have the sentimental analysis. The sentimental analysis is about other market analysis, like the court report. Now, when we say the court report also means the commitment of traders, actually released by what you call Chicago Mercantile every Tuesday. It shows you the commitment of the traders on the commodity market as well as the currency market. All right, let me explain this very, very careful. The Canadian economy depends largely on crude oil. Okay, now if Canadian economy depends largely on crude oil, it means that when crude oil price is increasing, the Canadian dollar will also have gains. So this segmental analysis will help you to be able to gauge the performance of the economy. Okay, then you can bring that same idea to trade in the currency market. Now they also have the technical analysis. The technical analysis is the same as the chart I showed you previously, the MT4 chart. We will be diving deep into this in the previous coming videos. Then we also have the price action. The price action is what goes into pricing. How does price behaves over a period of time, and how can you capitalize or learn those patterns in order to trade the market and trade very efficiently. That is about forex price action. Then if you have any question, don't hesitate to comment on my channel, and I'll be willing to answer them as soon as possible. Then that's the end of this video. The next video will actually be on the journey through the MT4. The journey through the MT4. Then see you, and I love you so much. God bless you. Bye bye.